What's up, guys? Prince Sports here, enjoying a nice good drink, quarantine style. Um, I wanted before I even get to the topic, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, um, just like the intro tells you. I wanted to get something across. I made several videos about sports analysts and how some of their topics are pointless and silly. Well, today was a perfect example of one. ESPN First Take had a topic on who is Michael Jordan's greatest rival. Okay? Now, in a nutshell, you may say, hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? The title itself is something good to talk about, right? Because people will have several different opinions. But these two clowns, Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, they both said it was Kobe and LeBron James, okay? Stephen A. said Kobe and Max said Max Kellerman. Now, please, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't a rival mean somebody you played against, or you have some sort of history against, or they've been blocking you from doing something, or you blocked them from doing something, or vice versa? You guys just happen to be two people that keep crossing each other's paths. That's the concept of a rival, right? A rival is somebody like that. Now, how in the hell in God's green earth is LeBron James Michael Jordan's rivalry? LeBron James has never played against Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant has, but not to a point that you could say that they've been rivals, okay? Kobe was a little baby when Michael Jordan was almost on his way out the door. So none of this really makes any sense. So and with that being said, why are you even debating with today's players or players from the last generation to be Michael Jordan's rivalry? I mean, just because you compare LeBron to Jordan and saying who's the best, that doesn't mean they're rivals, because they have no history towards each other, other than a bunch of fools getting on camera and debating on who's better. You know, that's all objective at the end of the day. Now, here's another good example. When you comparing Kobe and Jordan, we've seen Kobe go up against Jordan. We've seen Kobe guard Jordan. And for the most part, you've seen, even though Kobe was young, you've seen the difference between him and Mike. Now, if he played in Mike's era, he wouldn't have that skill set, is what I keep telling people. All right? He would have probably similar to the skill set he had coming into the game without studying and, seriously copying Jordan, because he had been playing against a guy. You can't seriously copy from a guy when you're working on trying to beat him. So you're going to come up with your own skill set, so to speak. All right? So his skill set would have been similar to what it was before, after Jordan, before Jordan retired. And we already seen Jordan get the best of Kobe most of the time. And you already see the difference between Kobe and Jordan. That pretty much ends that debate of who's better, because you already know what way it would have turned out. This is when you cross between eras, which makes it hard. Now, if you was to zap Kobe into his prime and Jordan into his prime and let them two play against each other, it's hard to dictate who's going to be better, because of the simple fact that they needed certain things to happen in the past, present, and future. And for them to currently play against each other, they would have to bypass some of the things that made them who they are, which is incredibly hard to do. All right? This is what I'm trying to get across some people's heads. All right? Now, in order for Kobe to not have Jordan's skill set, Jordan would not have to exist, right? Which defeats the purpose of who would be better in whatever generation, because something has to play a part in order for the next thing to happen. It's all connected, you know. It's like me sitting here before you talking, you know. My parents had to meet in order for me to exist. So without my parents meeting, chances I won't exist, at least in this form. Even if I was born a woman or from somebody else, the person Prince will not exist. That skill set or the state of mind or who I am will not exist. And same thing goes for the location. If you wasn't influenced by a certain neighborhood, in this case, let's say I wasn't born in New York, I was born somewhere else, I wouldn't have the state of mind or the mindset that I have now, because I wouldn't have New York to influence that. So this is hard when you're doing cross eras. This is just like going into a time machine and trying to correct something, but you mess with one little thing, could alter history. All right? So, oh crap, hope I didn't broke the chair. Okay, so you do one little thing like that. One little thing like that could set off a whole chain of history, right? Now, back to Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, two nut clowns, two idiots. All right? Jordan's greatest rivalry was and always will be the Detroit Pistons. Okay, you could number it down to one player. Let's just say Isaiah Thomas then. All right? So Isaiah Thomas is really his greatest rivalry, because that's the guy he had to get past. That's the guy he had to get over the hump. All right? And vice versa, those two guys met countless times in the playoffs. That's a rivalry. Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, that's a rivalry. All right? So when you say the word rivalry, I guess, I don't know what they're trying to employ, but you have to have some history with each other to have a rivalry, Other than people debating on who's better, LeBron or Jordan, that's not a rivalry, okay? You can make a separate segment, who's closest to taking Jordan's crown as the GOAT player. You could do something like that, or have somebody surpass Jordan. Yeah, you could do something like that, but that's not a rivalry. Get your words corrected right. And somebody please send a memo to both of those idiots of what the term rivalry means or rival means. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Prince Sports. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe to sports content. And don't forget to watch more videos right now.